Step forward if you agree with the prompt. If you're a woman, you should be a feminist.
I think the concept of anti-feminism is counterintuitive as a woman. Like everyone should want equality.
Of course. The feminists agree. Of course. Can anyone actually say that they are surprised by this? Are you surprised? Is anyone out there surprised by this? Because certainly I'm not. I'm just not surprised, guys. The feminists think that every woman out there is supposed to be a feminist. They should all subscribe to their bullshit. Not surprised. Not surprised at all. But yeah, let's continue. You know what? I'm going to just go back. Yeah, let me continue that right here.
I think the concept of anti-feminism is counterintuitive as a woman. Like everyone should want equality of the sexes, you know? Everyone should want to have the same education level, the same all these things in a position and still make as much as a person who identifies as male.
What? Are you saying that you don't have that? Is that what you're saying? In the country that you're making this video from, are you saying that everything you just mentioned you do not have? Because if that's the case, then that should be fixed immediately. That's discrimination. And it's illegal. What exactly are these feminism fighting for? What are these feminists fighting for, guys? Because from where I'm standing, these people have everything. You know, they can get anything. But for some reason, they're still oppressed.
Society, we have to be feminists as women because there's certain things going on where our rights are being stripped away, and
which right?
Black women, Black trans women are more likely to be murdered and attacked, and that's absolutely a feminist issue, and that's something that everyone should care about.
Let me tell you who is most likely to be murdered and no one cares about. Fucking men. If you're a man, you are most likely to be murdered. But you don't hear men crying about it because we get it. You know, no one cares. I mean, I could walk outside right now and the fact that I'm a man, I'm a threat to another man. That person can just kill me. Maybe let's say he tries to rob me. He won't just take my shit. He will also kill me. But no one cares about that, guys. No one cares for fucking men. The most people who die in this world, fucking men, no one cares. Yeah. But let's continue with the fuckery called feminism.
Everyone of any gender expression, men included, should be feminists.
No.
I think there are different brands of...
Let me tell you about men who are feminists. Those men just want to get laid. There's no way that you accept everything that these people are saying. No ways. I mean, I'm all for equality. But the thing is, these people have equality. There's nothing to try about. But for some reason, they're still trying. They're still oppressed. They're still, for some reason, discriminated against. It's completely rubbish. And any male out here who's a feminist is... You need your brain to be checked. You're not a real man.
Feminism, if you will, that don't represent what I think all of us here feel is the true ideal of what feminism
Absolutely. And I don't think that everyone has to be...
You know what, guys? I'm just waiting for the other girls to come because this is just too brain damaging. So I'm not going to respond anymore. I'm just going to wait for the other girls to come in.
As a feminist in the exact same way. Like, not everybody can march. Not everybody can protest. Not everybody can really be an advocate for feminism.
At the end of the day, it's taking a look at patriarchal systems and...
Here we go again. I said, sorry, I'm sorry. But I have to. The patriarchy again. This patriarchy, once again, it shows its ugly head. The patriarchy. The patriarchy that has built all these cities. The patriarchy that provides clean water. The patriarchy that has built all these buildings, provided you with this free thing, this basic life that you are living. You're so privileged to live. Other generations didn't get to live your perfect life. Built by this fucking patriarchy. But yeah, man, the patriarchy. Let's continue.
Seeing the flaws in those systems and how they negatively impact everyone.
I pause on that thought. Can the disagreeers step forward?
Define woman. Go, please. One of you.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, let's see. I want to hear the answer.
Person who their internal idea of what they are is a woman.
What's that? What is a woman? A person who identifies as a woman. What are they identifying as? Define it. Brilliant. I love you.
Definition. Coming from a lesbian, that destroys the very concept of our sexual orientation. Just saying that it's an idea. Why?
Why?
Because you can't be connected and sexually attracted to somebody's brain.
Let's make sure to keep it to the prompt. If you're a woman, you should be a feminist. Why do y'all disagree with that?
Okay.
I completely disagree. You know, exactly 2 years ago, if I had done this, I probably would be a feminist. But then I started to look at, and I think the agreeers actually mentioned is, like, what do Black women gain from feminism? Because I remember even during Black Lives Matter, when I led 2 protests for Black women, and I counted how many white women I saw there, and the ones who were there, who were just there to take pictures for social media, and then the Black men also hiding behind us. Everyone, the whole world hides behind Black women. Enough.
Same thing that's happening. Look what's happening in Iran. People on the feminist side right now are not speaking up for those Iranian women. I have a friend that is trans woman living in Iran right now. It's miserable. Nobody stands up for that poor girl.
As a woman, I particularly think I'm a humanist. For example, 2 years ago, I was a raging feminist, and I made a decision to pivot my platform, teach Black women how to sit in our feminine energy, because we've never experienced that.
Well, that just sounds like Black feminism to me. Teaching women how to do that in the time that we are in now.
But we're not learning fast enough. We deserve to rest. We deserve to relax. We deserve to choose. We want to be a traditional wife. I went from law to being a CEO to now I just want to be a housewife. And every time I say that, I get so much hate.
Yes, you get hate from the same people fighting equality. They will hate you for wanting something different from what they are wanting. It's crazy. It's very crazy.
Work so hard to get to this point. Why do you want to be a housewife? Because
that's what you
my
want.
choice.
That's what you want. That's
Yes.
the whole
Feminism is all about choice.
That's your choice.
Exactly. Why can't I choose? That's the whole point of feminism. It's like, why can't I choose? What are you missing in America to claim that you are oppressed as a woman?
Yes.
Well, we just had our rights to our
Girl, yes. What's that one thing that you are missing for you to claim that you are oppressed? Tell us. That's the exact thing that we want so that we can fix it. Stop trying about shit that doesn't exist. Name that specific thing so that we can fix it and move on.
own uteruses stripped away.
Well, the
by-
right to murder your own baby, though. I mean,
It's not a baby, it's a clump of cells.
I mean, we all are clump of cells right here.
I think everybody's going to agree and disagree.
Yeah,
on
that's a
that,
whole.
but I don't know if that's another topic. That's another topic.
I had a very, very hard time not stepping up to that prompt because my whole life I did consider myself a feminist. Seeing how this modern wave of feminism has now turned into something very different.
Something very disturbing and dangerous. You should say that as well. Disturbing and dangerous. But they're not going to say it. Because it's all women. If men were to do this, what these women are doing, that thing would be shut down in a single day. But these women have the privilege of going around insulting people, doing all these crazy things. It's disgusting, man.
Then equal rights. We all want equal. Of course, we want equal rights. We want equality as women. Of course.
But how can you have equal rights?
You have it. What do you mean? What do you mean you want it? You already have it.
It's when you can't define the word woman on the far left.
Alta had a Women's Day recently, and the Women's Day was celebrated by 2 trans women who still had their male parts.
Yeah.
I mean, you're pushing women out of womanhood.
I'm sure we're gonna have.
Hey, man. Hey, I might identify as a woman, and then I go out there and I celebrate a Women's Day. Like, people will look at me like, dude, really? Are you crazy? But those are the standards of today. I mean, look at me. I have a beard. Look, I have a beard, guys. I have a beard. You know, I don't even have to cut it. I could just wake up every day, one day and say, I'm a woman. Without anything, without proof, without shit. Just a thought. And no one has the right to deny me that. How ridiculous is that, guys?
Discussions about whether or not a trans woman is a woman, but I actually want to go back to how we feel that our ideal of feminism is probably not the way that you four think of feminism. I'm willing to bet.
I agree with that. I think that's why people like me stepped away from that. Not because we're not women empowered or believe in women empowerment.
It's because we are women empowered.
It's because we believe women empowerment means something different than what you guys believe in.
And what I'm seeing now.
Pause
too-
there.
Oh.
We're going to reset. Next prompt. Feminists don't appreciate all that men do for society.
Yeah, they don't. They never do. Look at them. Look at them. They're standing there. They're standing there. They're never going to agree, guys. They're just not. But it's true. Let me hear the reason. But it's true. This is a true statement. Fact, in fact. It's a fact. They don't. They see men as the enemies. Listen, there are men out there who are crazy and who should be jailed and who should, never exist. But the rest of us are just normal human beings who just like to live normal lives. But for some reason, we are also toxic. I mean, I could be sitting here, watching this video and stretching my ass or stretching my balls, but then these people will be like, yeah, you toxic for that. You toxic. Just imagine someone saying you're toxic for sitting around and stretching your balls.
I mean, I've got a lot to say about this. Feminists just demonize men. They hate men. All men are trash.
Yes.
They say they hate men while simultaneously trying to become men. They hate them for having power and the patriarchy, so they're trying to overtake it.
Yep.
But a lot of women will talk about rape culture. But guess what? Guess who's going to protect you from bad people? A man.
Man, yeah. Tell them, yes. 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 And the reason why this fucking feminists exist in the first place is because men allow it to exist. Should also mention that, because this shit is being shoved down our throat because of fucking men. They don't even appreciate that. How crazy is that? You don't appreciate the people who are giving you platform, but they're toxic for some reason.
Women are
need
nurturers.
men.
We need men.
It's as simple as that. It's a God-given right for men to exist
Yeah.
the way they were assigned to exist.
Yep.
We need men. It's
You do.
very simple. We need men to procreate. We need men to provide. We need men to produce. We need men to go to war and die.
Yep. Say that again. Say it again. We need men to go to war, to fight other men and die. Because if all these men were to suddenly say, fuck this, I'm toxic, fine. If another country invades us, I'm going to show you exactly how toxic I am. I'm not going to fight for you. I'm going to let those other guys take you and do anything they want. Imagine if men actually said that. How crazy would it be? What kind of words are we going to be called then? if we're toxic now, and right now we're not even doing shit, we're just sitting around, you know. I'm just doing, I've never hurt anyone, I've never done anything, but for some reason, I'm toxic. I'm Crash for some reason. I haven't done anything. I'm always just sitting here. I go to work. I'm a civil human being. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I wake up every day. I go to work. I come back. I go to the gym. I interact with some people around. I don't do shit. I don't do anything to cause another person harm. But I'm I'm Crash. According to these people, I'm Crash. Well, not her, but the other ones.
We need men. It's so bad now that they're so scared of us. They're terrified all the time. I go on dates with men. They're like, am I allowed to open the door? Can I not open the door? Can I touch it? Can I pull the chair out? What can I do? And they're shaking. They're sweating. And
yeah, man, it's not really being scared. It's a matter of being cancelled. Yeah. Because if I do something wrong, one bad move from a man, and his whole life is ruined. Just imagine. I did one thing wrong. Maybe I touched you. I wasn't supposed to. I should have gotten your consent, but I didn't. So I touched you. All of a sudden, I'm being dragged to court for that. So it's not really about being scared, because most men are just not scared. We're not scared. But what we are is afraid of losing our whole lives because of one stupid thing. Not even a stupid thing, because of one silly thing that most men wouldn't mind. But for some reason, if you're a feminist, you do mind.
you're just like, be yourself. It's okay. Like they're so afraid of doing anything wrong. So much so they're now the most lonely demographic in the world, right? Like they straight white men, I heard, are not the most lonely because they just creating incels, you know. They don't want to leave their apartment or their house because they're so afraid of women.
I'm not on board with this trend, especially happening in schools right now. There is a trend where they are raising up the girls. Girl power, girl boss, girl this, run like a girl in the best way possible.
You're gonna make me vomit.
That's, now it's dangerous. It is dangerous because, yes, we want to uplift our women. That's the right thing to do so that men and women do maintain equality. But at the same time, by raising the girls, we are forgetting about our boys.
Yep. Yeah, they want to solve inequality by enforcing more inequality. And if women were equal to men, then why do the girls need to be raised up so much?
Yep.
Why?
Say it.
The only men that feminists like are men dressing as women.
Yeah.
And dominating their sports and just really reversing what the other waves of feminism fought to do. Have fun with men beating you in your sports, women, because guess what? You're not going to beat them. Have fun.
Yep.
I never even felt.
Tell them the hard truth. Yes. And this thing about kids, that's the most dangerous part. Telling these young boys to grow up to be girls, that's very dangerous. That's dangerous, really. Because what you are creating is a monster that you will never see coming. It's a monster. Let's just hope they realize this before it's too late. Because these kids, you can never take, let me tell you something about being a fucking boy. There's an instinct that you're born with. It's an instinct, something that it can never be taken. To fight, for instance, that's an instinct for most men. Men desire respect. Just like how women, they want to be loved and everything. Most men, they want to be respected. I mean, for myself, let me talk about me. I would prefer being respected than being loved, to be honest. I don't give a shit about love. I mean, you could love me, but if you respect me more, yep, that's exactly what I want. Not love. Because love is not fulfilling as a man. Respect is what fulfills a man. And that's an instinct. So you're gonna teach these boys to be fucking girls. Guess what? They're gonna grow up and this desire kicks in. Guess what they're gonna do then? Because this thing is always gonna come. Yeah, but I love what this girl said.
unequal. So I don't even know what the problem is. I feel like a lot of people just want to have a reason to be upset and outraged. I also just don't identify with all these identity politics groups. I think they're being pit against each other, separating all these different people by race, class, gender, everything, sexual orientation, and I look at people as individuals.
All right, on that note, let's have the disagreeers step forward.
There's a difference between not appreciating men and pointing out the inequities that have been systemically put in place to favor men, especially white men, white straight men. There's a difference between hating men and pointing out that there are inequities.
What? Do you know what you can do about that? Let me tell you what you can do about those things that you just mentioned. Build your own structures. You're talking about structures that benefit men? Yeah, those men build those structures. You have a problem with that? Build your own. No one is going to stop you. No one is going to do anything. You have a problem? Do it. It's always take something from the other side. Take it. Yeah, the men have been oppressing us, so we're going to take those things that the men have built. How ridiculous is that? Imagine if men were to say that, to say we're going to take something from the women because these women have been so good at teaching. For instance, most teachers are females, are women. And these men were to come in and complain that most women are teachers, so you have to balance those structures. How ridiculous would that sound? Because men have just learned not to complain. We don't complain. Most men just don't. If there's a problem, men fucking fix it. We fix problems. We just don't complain. We find a solution, we move forward. Here are people who always complain.
To talk about this concept of protection. We're talking about good men who are protectors. Who are they protecting us from?
The bad men.
Bad men, exactly. Yeah.
Or bad women.
Yeah. You see, this is the fairy tale that these women have told themselves. They think that the world is perfect. If the world is perfect, then a person like Hitler wouldn't ever exist. The world is not perfect. And guess what? These men, at least Hitler did everything in the open and everyone hated him. Imagine someone walking every day and you don't even know what he's capable of. Imagine. So you need these men to protect you from such men. Because these men are going to hide in plain sight. You think the world is perfect? Listen, the world is not perfect.
Bad anybody.
I could drive a car and
it was a rhetorical. I guess.
No, I understand the point you're trying to make. That's why I said
but I'm
what
going to
say.
finish. So then who benefits from men's bad behavior?
Who?
Good men as well, right? They get to be positioned as the good guys.
Good apples.
They're the good apples. And that is predicated on the bad behavior of men.
No, they benefit from being a good person and protecting women. Who can't? We should not be praising people based off comparing them to bad people.
But I don't benefit from being a good girl. I don't get
you're a good feminist, right? I'm sure people love what you have to say as a feminist. Other feminists agree with it and are like, yes, go girl boss.
There are
They do.
good people on earth and bad people on earth. We're always going to have that. That would never change. It's in every animal kingdom. So we need the good man to protect us from the bad man.
To go off of what you said, because you said when women...
But the thing is, here's the thing. This is the reality. There's good and there's bad. But from the feminist, all men are bad. Imagine if all these men were like, then fuck this. Why am I risking my life protecting these people? Why? Why should I risk my life protecting this guy? I mean, I wouldn't blame them. Honestly, I wouldn't blame any guy who would be like, you know what? If I ever see a woman being mugged or robbed, same thing. Fuck her. She should fight for herself. If I see a woman stranded because her tire blew up, I am not helping her. Why? Why should I help her? Because she's strong and independent. She should do it herself. Would you blame a man for doing that, really? Would you blame them? Because personally, I wouldn't. because of such people.
Men are sexually assaulted, they turn to another man to protect them. I work as a sexual assault and domestic violence counselor. I work with rape victims every single day. They don't turn to men to protect them.
Who do they turn
don't.
to?
I didn't say they turn to them. I was saying
No,
like
that
they
I'm-
potentially can, if you're walking home alone at
Yeah,
night.
who do they turn
I
to?
don't turn to another man. I don't. I turn to other women.
Yeah, I
Really?
appreciate men that, like, I love a man that knows his place.
Really?
Build the house. Yeah, repair that.
Why?
Because I'm
Why? You see the hypocrite now. Why? Why should I build the house? Why aren't you building the house? Why should I repair something? Why aren't you? I mean, we're equal, right? And this thing that men are turning to women, really, I don't know. I don't believe that for a second. There's no way that you can ever turn to a woman to fix your problem as a man. There's no way.
a goddess. Like, if
You're the goddess.
you need to
What?
hold your weight in the relationship. Like, I appreciate a man that knows his place. Build the house. Yeah, repair that. Because I'm a goddess. Like,
What?
if you need to hold your weight in the relationship. Like, I appreciate men. I love men. Like, just like you said, you have a husband, you want to cook for your husband, you make sure that he's good. Men have roles in society as well.
Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. She actually says she's a goddess. Guys, this video is gonna take a long. It's gonna take long, man. Because shit, this is really frying my brain.
Feminist is anything you want it to be as
No,
a woman. I am promiscuous because I'm a feminist, but you can also be conservative because I'm a feminist. Modern day feminism is about you and what you make it, and not what someone 60 years ago said it was.
Not really. Modern feminism is about the destruction of men. Bringing them down as much as possible. That's what feminism is about today. And it's ridiculous. And to call yourself a goddess, it's very, very disturbing.
But I don't praise men because they aren't raping. Like, that's...
I agree with everything you just said.
You're agreeing with us.
I agree with you
the
fully.
same exact thing. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but I
actually the
disagree with the
movement.
prompt because I do appreciate men. I don't think that feminists don't appreciate men. I think that's not true.
Like, the person who taught me to be the feminist that I am was my father. My father did not raise me to believe that I was less than because I was a woman. He raised me to understand that I am societally disadvantaged, but he told me that I was going to rise above that.
My house.
Guys, is there anyone out there who's teaching their children that they are below something or below anyone? Can anyone please just vouch to me, tell me that you taught your children that they are below someone? Because I don't think there's any parent out there who tells their children that there's something they cannot do if they put in the effort. This is bad, guys. This is bad.
So my mom was so strong. My dad became so emasculated that he cannot do anything. He stopped working. He became just like a couch potato, right? While she just went out there and kill it. And we are destroying family, as we know, because look at me. I'm in my 30s. I'm not settled down. I don't have children. I don't have this family unit that I want so terribly, because no matter how hard I tried, that feminism that I was raised with always tend to overshadow my relationships. In my head, I know best, right? Like, I know what's right. I know, because I saw it growing up. I saw it modeled to me growing up. Like, the woman knows everything. We're so powerful.
But the
We're so
idea
strong.
that men are supposed to be the head of the household, do you understand that that is killing men?
That's killing men.
It is killing men.
Well, let them
at an
die, because
alarming
they need to go back to working.
The pressure of it, you mean, right? The
The
pressure?
pressure of it is destroying their mental health. That's why men are 6 times more likely to commit suicide than women are, especially men in committed relationships. Men in their 40s that are married with families are the highest risk for suicide.
But it's killing.
Listen to this, guys. Listen to this. Women talking about men They're actually saying the reason that men are most likely to commit suicide. They're the ones telling us these reasons. They have no idea what it takes to be a man. They have zero clue. But they're sitting here discussing fucking men.
Men because, but it's killing men because we have generations and generations of boys who were not raised to be men and
Yeah.
rise to that occasion.
It's killing men because we are not in a position capitalistically where we can have men be the one single head of the household, the bread earner, the decision maker. We are no longer in the 1950s. Our economy is not able to.
Let me tell you what's killing men. What's killing men is this emotional shit that you people are teaching them. A man should be in touch with their feelings. No, you shouldn't. A man should fucking work. That's it. You know, you should provide. You should always strive for excellence as a man. This bullshit that you people are saying, a man should be happy, a man should be in touch with their feelings, a man should do this, cry, do these things, all this bullshit. Just not for men. Well, not for me anyways. I'm a fucking man. And I don't consider myself in touch with my feelings. I couldn't care less about my feelings, guys. What I care about is getting shit done. Yeah. I woke up every day, I go to work to get shit done. Not because I like it. Not because I want to be happy. No, I'm not happy. I'm not happy about working, guys. No man is. Especially if you're working for someone else, making that person richer. I'm not. But I wake up, I still do it. Because that's my responsibility as a fucking man. Feminism.
Handle that kind of nuclear family with the man being the head of the household, the stay-at-home moms and the 2.5 children.
I want to clarify, I'm not a stay-at-home mom.
No,
I do work,
I
and so
understand.
I do have perspective. When you are in a long-term marriage or relationship with a partner of anyone, yes, you're going to have disagreements, but you also have to understand that each person in that partnership does have roles, because that is how a healthy family functions.
Feminism that doesn't include trans women isn't feminism.
You surprised to see me here?
Oh. Yeah, guys, I'm not. Okay, let me just. I won't play the whole thing because this part is. Yeah, I won't play the whole thing, guys. Yeah, Sandile is also a feminist. I'm a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man who has a beard. And I'm not gonna take any hormones or anything. But I can wake up to tomorrow and call myself a woman without any consequence. Not here anyways. But this bullshit is actually coming here.
No. Okay, good.
You know, it's really important to include trans women and trans people and gender nonconforming people, which, by the way, I am
What is
gender
that?
queer
What is the gender
myself. I don't
nonconforming?
actually identify as a woman. It's really important that those of us who do have privileges like speak up for trans women in the community, especially because they're the most at risk for hate crimes.
I also want to just level set and say that we are having this conversation without trans women.
So
Right? We are sitting here today having
Do we
that
know that?
conversation without
For sure?
trans women.
I identify as
She's on a
trans. I'm not-
she identifies as non-binary, and she's on a feminist panel.
my pronouns-
So maybe she doesn't belong here either. They don't.
Jesus Christ, guys. Yo. I know it's bad. I'm just gonna end it here, guys. I have to end it here. Otherwise, my brain is gonna stumble and yeah. I still have my brain. I still have to continue living. This shit is killing me. It's killing me. I'm just gonna leave it here. At this exact pause. This exact pause. I'm leaving it there. Here. It's hard, man. These tough times that are coming. It's very hard. And only God knows how we're going to survive this. If we're ever going to survive it. Because where I'm standing, this is the fall of a society in real time. People calling themselves non-binary, identifying as non-binary. Like, what that does even mean? If my son were to come in here and ask me that, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to answer? Because according to me, there's only two genders. I don't care who says what. You know, you're either a boy or a girl. It's the way life has been designed. There's nothing else after that. I mean, I can wake up every day. I can wake up tomorrow and call myself something else. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm still a male. And I went through puberty as a male. So it's crazy. But anyway, guys. Yeah. Apparently, Africans are starving. We are starving Africans. So I'm one of those starving Africans. Please help a starving African. I'm dodging lions here, guys. You know, every time I have to go out into the jungle and hunt and do all these crazy things. I don't know what, well, all the crazy things that people are doing in the jungle. I do it as well. So please, subscribe to this starving African. Help me, guys, help me escape the jungle so that I can also be a victim in America and try and complain about all the privileges that I have that other people don't have. And still call all these what's patriarchy and all that bullshit. Even though I live in America where everyone is free, you can do absolutely everything and no one cares. But I'm still going to complain. So please, guys, help me. I want to reach that place, that utopian place where people complain for nothing. Help me. Subscribe. By just subscribing doesn't cost anything, guys. You know, just subscribe to help a starving African. Dodge some lions. Thanks.